Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I know it's Marcus the photographer, sitting here in front of food. I'm from Mississippi, from the Gulf Coast, not too far from New Orleans, not too far from Mobile, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, the other side of Alabama, Georgia. Go south, you in Florida. I lived it all. And I'm finna give you a quick, not my recipe, but I'm finna give you a recipe to enjoy some smoked, smoked, I said smoked, ultimate Memphis grill. See it? Yeah, we're gonna cook it on there. But first, there's some steps we gotta take. Now these are red beans. Red beans. Woo. We'll do the rice later. But we're going to do some smoked red beans and rice. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're definitely going to need some bacon. Don't use sweet bacon, no maple, nothing sweet. It needs to be hardwood smoked bacon. You don't want to mix maple into your red beans. It's not going to be a good deal. I don't like that, okay? Corn. The corn is not going to go into the red beans and rice. Actually, the corn is going to smoke with the red beans in the Memphis. Okay? So, we had this big pandemic thing going on. So me and my wife, we got a bunch of onions already cooked up, already cut up, and we just put them in the freezer. So when we got ready to use them, we just take it out. So I got onions ready, a little jalapeno, got some red beans, like I said, and your favorite smoked sausage. We're going to season it with a little salt and pepper as well. We're going to add some garlic to it. And we're going to add, oh, and by the way, when you're smoking, do not add too much salt to your food, because when you're smoking, the salt is going to pick up real heavy and your food's going to taste salty, and you're not going to have you're not going to be able to taste the food. It's going to taste salty. So don't add a bunch of seasoning to it, okay? So just lightly season. And we're going to also add, oh yeah, I'm going to make it easy for y'all, onion mushroom soup from Lipton. Lipton onion mushroom soup. Yes. Well, you can make soup out of it, but it's onion mushroom from Lipton, okay? So first what we're gonna do is, we got something called gas. So if you ever eaten somebody's beans and all of a sudden your stomach's doing like that, well, it's something that they didn't do to the beans first before they served it to you. And I think it's sometimes a little form of laziness. So what you want to do, you want to take your beans and you want to boil them for 10 minutes. Maybe 9, but don't go past 10 minutes. And then you want to pour off, it's called a first boil. You pour off the first boil, and what you just did was you took some of that gas out of the beans so that people can enjoy the beans without having a whole bunch of gas in their stomach. So the first thing you want to do is you want to boil it. You want to boil them for 10 minutes. Pour the water off. Add more water. Add the beans to the pot. Don't add your meats in there yet. Go ahead and add your onions, your seasoning. Don't add your Lipton in it yet. So add your onions, your seasoning. Go ahead and put the jalapeno peppers in there and let it boil. Oh boy, them beans gotta boil a long time, bro, because they're hard. But that's why I'm giving you the quick family meal. So if you start at 1 o'clock, you're gonna boil them beans to 3 p.m., bro. 3 p.m. You let them beans boil, okay? You keep checking on it and make sure it don't boil down until they get scarred, okay? So don't cook them too fast, okay? Well, you can cook them high, but don't cook it too high, because then you burn your beans at the bottom. You always want to go in and do a little stir, okay? So after 3 hours, you want to check your beans and make sure they're soft. If they're not soft yet, you want to go ahead and do it for another hour, okay? So it has to be soft. So I'm going to go through all the steps. I'm going to show you the photos of everything while I'm boiling it and what it's supposed to look like before we smoke it, all right? All right, so that's it. Let me get these beans to the pot. All right, so now without adding any seasoning, we're going to let these boil for 10 minutes. Just remember, don't add any seasoning. Just let them boil for 10 minutes, and we're going to pour off what's called the first boil. So we're going to let these bad babies up in here do their thing, okay? Okay, now, since I done poured off the first boil, I added some more water, and you notice that the beans are actually a little bit bigger than it was when you took it out the package. So that's why you're gonna need to add quite a bit of water to this. Now is the time to start adding your seasoning, and that's what we're gonna do right now. All right, now that I added my seasoning, give it a little stir. All right. Cool. And another thing I forgot to do. Well, not forgot to do, I always do, but forgot to tell you, is always check your beans and make sure that there's no rocks in them either. So I think there's rocks in the beans because they filter water or something like that, and they use rocks. So every now and then, out of a million, you might find a rock in your beans. So always check your beans, okay? But no rocks in here, guaranteed. Right? Put a little cover on there. Guys, we'll check this back. Oh, see you in about a couple hours on this one. All right. All right. Man, I know your house is smelling good now. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the rest of the recipe. Hold on for a second. All right, so we're going to add the Lipton Soup mix. Yes. As soon as you put that in there, you want to go ahead and stir it up so it doesn't lump. Okay. That's why I say you don't need to season it that much, because what we're about to do is add more seasoning. So I got the bacon all kind of cut up in little pieces. See, let the bacon get in there. Right. Then you want to add the sausage. Okay. Good. And after you add all your bacon and your sausage, you'll stir it up a little bit. And you're gonna let that water cook all the way down. So we still got some time to go here. See you in another couple hours, okay? All right, my people, man, this house has been smelling so good. It's smelling so good, I just feel like eating it now, but it ain't ready. Now, here's some options right here. Right now, everything should be kind of looking like this, see? It's almost down to like it's a gravy type look. See? Now, here's your other options. If you don't want to smoke, you can kind of keep this going just like it is. And do you some rice. Kind of let it cook down just a little bit. But we here to smoke, y'all. So we're going to do some smoked red beans and rice. Now, now this pot is too big. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer it to a skillet. So if you got a skillet like this, that'd be perfect. So what we're going to do is going to transfer the food to the skillet. And then from the skillet, I'm going to put it in the smoker. Right now in the smoker, I already have the wings going. And I already have the corn going. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I was smoking wings. Yeah, that's right. So I'm smoking some wings out there. You know, I'll talk about wing smoking later. But I'm smoking his wings out there, man. This looks so good just right now. Just right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer it to the skillet, the cast iron skillet, and I'm gonna place it inside the smoker, and we'll be right back. So let me show you how I got this going. All right, you see that smoking up in there? All right, so the problem is, okay, you see the pan in there? That smoke is going right on up in there. I got the corn in there and the wings. Oh yeah. Let's close this baby back up. We'll talk about results later. Here you go, everybody. Here's the end result. Marcus Fatah, smoked red beans and rice with smoked chicken, wings, and I even smoked the corn. Gotta see you later, guys, because I'm hungry. We've been waiting on this food for 6 or 8 hours. So yeah, once you get it off the stove, you have to let it smoke for 3 hours.